Hi everyone, this is Debbie Shelton and I'm coming to you this evening with a card share. I needed to make a few sympathy cards because I like to have them on hand. Fortunately, I don't know anyone that needs one right now, but I don't like sending them, but I do get a lot of satisfaction out of making cards that I hope will ease a person's burden at the time of the loss of a loved one. And mine are pretty traditional, and I thought I wanted to do something a little bit different, so I went through my stash and I found this paper. This paper is ancient. It's 9 years old. It's debossed. It's by Sticko, which is an EK Success company, and I bought it before my oldest grandson was born. I just love it. And it's heavily debossed, and then it has this coral in it in the dark brown centers. And I thought it would make a nice kind of contemporary card, even though the paper's so old. So I decided to use that. This is my sympathy cards. I like to make an A6 size rather than A2 size. They're just a little bit bigger and, oh, I think just a little more formal, a little more nicer. I guess I think they're nicer. I like them this size. So an A6 is the way I measured it to fit in the A6 envelopes. I make them 6 1/4 by 4 5/8, and that's what my card base is. It's a heavy white cardstock. My next layer is just, it's a little bit bigger than I normally would make it. I usually have about 1/8 of an inch showing on either side, so I take it down by 1/4, and I took it down by less than that. And then on top of this is the top, and that is cut at 4 1/2 by 5 7/8. This one is a weird size, and I normally wouldn't do it like this, but it's 4 7/16 by 6 1/16. I see I didn't get this one very even, but oh well, you wouldn't even notice that. To anchor my frame here, I have a piece of American Craft ribbon. This I cut out on my silhouette, and I have it popped up on one thickness of foam tape. I think it just gives it a nice dimension. This shape is in the Silhouette store, and it is called Nested Frame Tags, and the number is 14454. And it is cut at 3 1/4 by 2 3/8. And what I did was this. I got my original one, and then I did an internal offset, and I changed the line color to a dark brown, and then I went to my line style window and changed the line thickness to 0.05. And then I did another internal offset off of that first one, and I changed that to a deep brown also, and then changed the line thickness to 0.05. Now, if you're going to do a print and cut and you want these to show up, you have to go to your line style window and change the thickness of your line. Otherwise, it will try to print at 0, which is the depth of your line when it's just a cut line. So I learned that the hard way. I did something like this one time and nothing showed up, and I thought, what the heck is going on? And then I finally figured it out. So you have to make sure you go to your line style. That's the one in the dark brown or the black, and it's got the, the broken lines and the solid lines and stuff. And then there's a box in there that you can change your line thickness to. And then I centered this lettering on there using my text tool. This is called LD Painter's Hand. It is a font that I downloaded from the Silhouette store, and this is another deep brown on there. And then I did the print and cut on this. And then this bright coral here, this I did an external offset on this white, and I don't like my offsets very big, so this again is only about probably 0.050, something like that. And then I did the dark brown layer, and that's another external offset from the bright coral, and that's another 0.050, I believe, for my external offset. So then I just layered those all together. This is a Wild Orchids Crafts called Batik Flower. They're in a package with multicolors, and these were the coral ones that I pulled out. This leaf is from the Silhouette store, and it looks like this. And it comes from a set of what they call, the die is called flower leaves. And it's made for, you know, leaves under your own flowers if you make your own flowers. And I just cut these in a bunch of different colors and a variety of sizes, so I have a whole big package of them that I can just pull them out and use them whenever I want. And just glued those on there. And then on the inside of my card, oopsie daisy, can't even open it. I took that same Nested Frames tag, turned it portrait, did the printing internal offsets again, and then printed this. These words are actually from a stamp that I bought that had sympathy and encourage and you know, sayings on it. I bought the stamp thinking I'd stamp it, but I bought it and now I like the words, but I don't like the fonts that they use. So I decided to do the print and cut on my Silhouette machine. And the name of that stamp, I'll try to keep you in frame here while I reach it. Let's see, where did I get this from? This is from Scrap Happy, Ohio. And it's really, you know, it's really very lovely, but it's just not something I wanted to put in the card when the font did not lend itself to the card. And it's called Sympathy Stamp Set SH-05. So that's that. And so I just printed it out, and it says, although no words can really help to ease the loss you bear, just know that you are close in love and prayer. So that's what I did there, and then I did, you know, the external offset there if I didn't say that. This is cut from the Silhouette store also. This is called Flower Branch, and I cut it out of the dark brown, and then I did an internal offset to get these flowers, which I cut in a lighter coral. And then in fact this is what it looks like on my mat here. Those skinny lines are the stems, but I wasn't even going to use them, so I didn't even worry about that. I had to clean it up a little with my scissors, but you know, it was just so easy to do. It was just, you know, only took a couple seconds. Glued them down with my 2A zig pen, and then found that it needed something, so I slightly stickled them with frosted lace stickles, and then these are little teeny tiny Recollection brown pearls. So that is my sympathy card, my card share. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'm looking forward to it. Bye-bye. See you again.